Hi, this is Jaya. In this video, we shall see the summary of City Improbable Writings on Delhi by Khushwant Singh. Before going into the video, please like the video, share it with your friends, and if you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe and support. Now, Khushwant Singh, in this book, City Improbable Writings on Delhi, has put together all the writings by different people who had written about Delhi in different eras and people who belong to different age groups, people who are from different countries, cultures, and backgrounds. And what they think about Delhi, they had written in their books. All that Khushwant Singh has brought in this book, and he says that Delhi is being represented by many emperors, travelers, historians, authors, and many more in their whatever records they have. And from that, we find that Delhi is a city of paradoxes because we have historical monuments as well as modern dabba malls there. Dabbas are there, fine dining restaurants are there, apartment buildings are there, along with also slums are there in Delhi. Like this, we can keep on recording so many things. In the chapter, The Building of the Hall, he writes what Vyasa, that is Vyasa who wrote the Mahabharata, how he describes the fabled Indraprastha. He has said that pillars are all made out of gold, golden pillars, and the walls are all encrusted with gems, valuable stones, and pearl drop flowers. It was such a magnificent place, that Indraprastha. And in the chapter In a Paradise of Justice, he writes what Amir Khusrau has said about his love for Delhi. That is, Amir has gone to the extent of praying for the well being of Delhi. He loves Delhi so much. And Hasan Nizam, in his extract about Qutbuddin Aibak from Taj ul Masir, has written that in the 13th century, he writes about Qutbuddin Aibak's conquest and how he came to Delhi, plundered it, and destroyed all the Hindu temples in and around Delhi. And Aibak as well as Nizami. Aibak was the first Sultan of Delhi. How they loved and glorified Delhi. And Ibn Battuta, he writes about Delhi in the times of Muhammad bin Tughlaq. He writes about everyday life and the court of the kings and how the people in Delhi were forced to leave Delhi and move to Dawlatabad, and they were not willing to vacate, but they were forced to go against their wishes, and all that is described by him. And Muhammad bin Tughlaq, he has ruled the city based on his own whims and fancies. Once he found a parchment written against him in the audience hall, and he got so angry that he compelled all the inhabitants of Delhi to leave the town. In the same way, Aurangzeb also had issued orders, rules regarding the selling of spirit, that is, the change in the religion, and how length the beard of the people should be. Even that was given as an instruction, and even the number of musicians who were allowed to stay in the city also was under his whims and fancies only. And Timur I Lang, who captured Delhi, wrote that he wanted to no evil to happen to Delhi. He wanted all the people in Delhi to be happy, but he says it is God's desire that it should be ruined, and that happened through me. That is, we understood that he has ruined the country, he has destroyed the city, but he says, I didn't want to do it, but it is God's wish. And we find that the people who are living here had lived under subjugation for years and years and years, because each and every rulers who ruled Delhi, they not only loved Delhi, but mainly they came to Delhi to attain power. They thought if Delhi is in our hands, then we are in power. And Delhi has seen a lot of destruction, it has seen ruins, and it has restructured itself. And building a new city from the rubble of the broken walls has always happened in Delhi. And in the description by William Dalrymple, through the writings of Lieutenant William Franklin, he describes that on looking at the city at first time, the first sight was the environment was so magnificent and it was a celebrated city, but now it is a shapeless heap of ruins. And the book also talks about the period in between the collapse of the Mughal Empire and the advent of the British rule, where similar to the description in the book The Jungle, there is an air of uncertainty and mistrust in Delhi. Delhi has always been a refuge of robbers and brigands. And so the book talks about the phases through various accounts of the people and changes that have come over the people. The very lifestyle of the people has changed from time to time. And Emily Aiden, a British writer, writes Delhi is a very aggressive and moralizing place. And it has always remained in power, and wealth has passed and is still passing away. And she says that somehow I feel that English people have just gone and done it. That is, they have mercantilized it, made it an industrial place for trading, and they had made a lot of money, revenued it, and they have also spoilt it. That glory was spoiled by these people. And Delhi is a city whose age, manner, and disposition easily absorbs the style of the successive rulers. That is, whoever comes in the rules, it just follows them, and whatever they want, it was implemented in the city. And Delhi was born to be in power, to be in glory, and also to face many wars. But it has always been treated like an object in position and has been passed down to the other people who are coming there, like how Percival Landon writes, she has no rival. Here she means Delhi. No one can be equal to Delhi. From the mountains to the sea, you cannot compare Delhi with anyone. But every man knows that if they hold Delhi, then they hold the whole of India. And Delhi has been the mistress of centuries of medieval endeavor. And in the chapter The Building of New Delhi by Sheila Bajaj, she describes the planning of the city by Britishers during its rebuilding. They had chosen the sites after constant debate and deliberation, and the planners were hopeful that this would be a good transformation of the city. And the site was chosen because it was suitable in many respects, like the altitude, the height, the drainage system, water, and health, etc. But in the expert Shah Jahanabad, that was a city at one time, Pavan K. Verma writes, the decision which the Britishers took in 1911 to build a New Delhi without integrating the old city, without connecting the old city with the New Delhi, they sealed the fate of Shah Jahanabad. And from then onwards, Purani Delhi, that is Old Delhi, it will be there, but it will be like how the people who ruled Delhi had ruled her, had abandoned her, and new people had come and they also ruled that place and they had abandoned. So Delhi, Old Delhi will be like that. It is waiting to die. These are his very words. And unlike other cities, when we see the seven cities of Delhi, we can understand why it looks fragmented. Because every ruler wanted to build only for the future. But nobody looked at the past glory of Delhi, and they did not think about bringing that past glory into the present. For them, all those places were just ruined because at one time they were in power, but now it is not. And Kushwant Singh and Namita Gokhale, they describe about the flora, fauna, and seasons of Delhi. Flora means all the plants, trees, and other nature. Fauna is birds, animals, and things, and seasons of Delhi. They say about the cycle of seasons, how it begins, and how the city absorbs itself according to the change of the seasons, and also about river Yamuna, which has always seen changes. It is always constantly changing. And the book also describes what the city means to different people who have actually who they themselves are demeaned, but they feel they are people of importance here, like rag pickers. They say that if we refuse to work, the municipality will definitely collapse in Delhi because there will be so much of extra waste. So these rag pickers also see themselves as Delhiites, hoping for a life of some security and dignity. They say we also are Delhiites, like other people who are living there. So we also want that security and dignity given to others who are living here. And then the Hijras, because the city displays the archaicness of eunuchs in the 21st century. They have been, also they have seen this heterosexual Indian male nightmares, which is actually a flesh trade which takes there. But they need these eunuchs to come and bless the child. So they have a feeling that they also can survive in Delhi because people still believe in their power. And therefore, we can say that Delhi converges the old and the new with all the remnants of the past, power of the present, and hope to live on the future. If you have anything more to add on to what I've said, please write it in the comment box. It will be useful for others. Thank you.